Hi everyone, it's Darla from crafty.yarn.owl. Welcome. How are you all doing? I know there was a wicked hurricane in the US, and know that I'm praying for all of you. It's just unprecedented. I'm in central Canada, so we don't get hurricanes, but we've got, not in central Canada, not yet anyway, but I think we experienced some of your wind because it's been windy day and night after it hit in the States. So I don't know. I don't remember ever experiencing that. But anyway, I'm praying for you all. And I know there's another one on its way, or maybe it's already in Florida. And yeah, praying all the time, every day, all the time. Okay, I have some cat blankets to show you. Yes. I'm using the yarn that I got from Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World. Maybe you saw those yarn hauls. That was a lot of yarn. And I'm actually working through it pretty quickly because I'm holding several strands together, making cat blankets, or they're also known as cat mats. And I'm going to donate them to probably the Humane Society and also Darcy's Ark here in Winnipeg, Canada. So last time I showed you them, I had made, I was working on the 8th blanket. Now, the total I have done, I've completed, is 14. Excuse my hair. I got it cut not long ago and my bangs are already in my eyes. Yeah, so 14 I have now completed. I'm working on the 15th one. And yeah, so I'm going through that yarn pretty fast. I don't crochet for hours a day, but I do crochet pretty much every day. I also do paper crafting, but anyway. So if you're new here, welcome, and thank you so much for subscribing, and welcome to all of you who have been here for a long time or a short time. I really appreciate every one of you. So yeah, if you are new here, I do have over 100 tutorials on my channel. They're in playlists, so feel free to look around, and maybe there's something there you'd like to make for yourself or as a gift for someone. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So I'll show you what I'm working on right now. Now this is it. I'm using 5 strands of yarn, and this is probably maybe a 2-weight, and okay, let me show you these. These are very thin, let's say a 2-weight, maybe even one of them might be a 1-weight, and then I'm using a 3-weight, and I'm using a 9mm hook. So my chain count is not always the same. What I've been doing is actually measuring my chain, and then it's like I'm making a 24 by 24, so 2 feet by 2 feet, and I've measured my chain, what I've made it, and sometimes it's a little short, so I'll make it a little longer, and then as I crochet, for some reason it widens it. Other times it seems to shrink it. Like, I don't know. Am I not good at using a measuring tape? I don't know. But anyway, if it ends up being, say, instead of 24 inches wide, then I will put a border around it. So some I haven't had to do that with. I don't think they're going to worry, Humane Society, if it's an inch out. I don't think they'll be that concerned. I don't think they actually measure the blankets. I don't know. Maybe they do. But who would do that? Who would measure every single blanket they get? I don't know. Anyway, so I was inspired by Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World. Her link is below. She inspired me to make these because I got all that yarn from her. So when you use, more than one strand, right now, like I think I said, I'm using 5. You go through the yarn quickly. So if you have, say you have a 4-weight one ball of a 4-weight. Maybe you have one ball, or maybe you have 4 different balls of a 2-weight. Put them all together. Make cat blankets. Donate them to your local shelter. Yes, I'm not going to ask you to send them to me for mine. You can donate them to your local shelter. Make sure they are accepting them and what size they need, you know, things like that. Usually you can find that on their website. And I'm just so thrilled about all these blankets. I'm going to show you the other ones that I finished. But yeah, I mean, they work out pretty quickly with all those yarns held together. Yeah. So, okay, so for this one, I chained 56, and then I did a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And when I do the border, I do, on the last one, I did single crochets all the way across, and then 3 single crochets in the corner. And then when I went down the side, I did 2 double crochets into each double crochet, because this is just straight up double crochets. The body of the blanket is. So, because I needed to make the width wider, but not necessarily the length, so that's why I did single crochets across the top and the bottom, on the sides, double crochets. And I only did, well, first of all, I did single crochets all the way around. And then I did single crochets on the top, double crochets on the side, single crochets across the bottom. And I did, I think it was 1 row, just 1 border row after the single crochet row all the way around. Did I explain that properly? I hope so. So yeah, I've been adjusting my chain, you know, and that's maybe what you have to do depending on the size of yarns you use. Maybe you're using two 4-weights together. I don't know. So are you guys making these blankets, these cat blankets? All right, so anyway, this is what I'm working on. So right now, this is number 15. So I'm going to grab the other ones and show you. Oh dear, where are we going to put them? Okay. Okay, so the ones in the bag, I have maybe 6. There's one that was bigger. I don't know. I was going to keep it for my cats because it was, I think, 28 inches wide. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to either keep it for my cats. I was saying before that I probably would, or just sneak it in there for Humane Society. I don't know. Anyway, so I've washed them in the washing machine it was on warm, and in the dryer, just regular heat in the dryer. And oh my gosh, they are so soft, you guys. They softened up so much. So the kitties will have nice soft blankets to lay on. And so I've put them in this bag so that they, you know, stay clean and fresh. All right, so that's the ones I've showed you before. I don't know which one I was showing you, the last one I was working on, but it might be maybe this blue one up here. I don't know, but anyway. Then I have all these, so you want to see them? And it's so fun to see how the colors work out, because you don't have to do, like I did a whole bunch of just plain straight up pink ones, different pink yarns, different sizes. So you don't have to do that. The cats aren't going to care. So let's see here. Yeah, this is the one I put the double crochet row around. It's a single crochet here, but I did double crochets to widen it to make it the right size. But it's just fun to see how the colors work up. You know, when one yarn when you run out of one yarn, you just knot another one onto it and keep going. And yeah, so get some. I have not looked at this one from a distance or in my camera. I like that. I like how that turned out. That's pretty cool, right? So I have not gotten bored making these because of the, seeing how they turn out, seeing the colors and how they work up. And yeah, I think it's pretty darn cool. So no boredom. No boredom. And I am keeping track of them, writing it down. So I finished number 14, I said. Yeah, because just, so I can let you know how many I've made without having to recount them. Yeah. So, and there's one on the couch that my kitty, not my oldest kitty, claimed. I have 2 kitties. So look. I think they're really fun to make and really interesting to see, how the yarn works up and the colors. And the kitties will be so happy. Now, Sarah told us, myself and some other crocheters, that if you want the blanket to go home with the kitty when they're adopted, then you go to the front desk and you tell them that. And I guess they have a different section they put it in. Also, Humane Society, they receive donated yarn. So you can ask to see their yarn, and so you can get some from them that doesn't cost you anything. Here in Winnipeg anyway. I don't know what they're like in other countries. But yeah, I'm just, the kitties are going to be so happy. Sarah has pictures of the cats that are laying on the blankets that she made. It's really exciting. So, they're given to them to the cats. So it's just so special, and yeah. So anyway, that's 14 done. Just looking at my notes. Yep, that's it. So I'm gonna continue making them, and I got 7 bags of yarn from Sarah for what did she charge? What did you charge me? $50, I think it was. So it was $1.33 a ball or something. Yeah, was it $1.33? I think it was. But I said that in the previous yarn haul videos. I'll link those probably up here and below. So if you want to check those out. But the bags are dwindling. When I got the yarn from her, I went through the bags and I put all the 4 weights in a couple of bags, and then the 3 weight, 2 weight, and 1 weights, I just made a bag full of those 3 sizes, and then another bag of those 3 sizes, and that's what I did, and I ended up with 8 bags from 7 to 8. But the bags are dwindling. I've already folded up a couple of bags and put them away to take back to Sarah's for more yarn. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, she's already, she's just I'm probably gonna get more yarn from Sarah. Yeah, she gets her yarn from, and I've mentioned this before, thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace, Humane Society. Where else do you go? Dollar Tree, Dollarama, yeah, all kinds of places. So she gets really good deals. She knows how to shop for yarn. All right. And what I'm doing also is I do have a few balls, like 1 ball of a 4 weight on my shelves, and I'm you know, the other day I grabbed one of those and I put it with some, I don't know which one it was now, but I put it with some lighter weight yarns, you know, so do that. If you guys are doing that, I'd like to know. I hope I'm inspiring you in some way, like Sarah has inspired me to make cat blankets. Yeah, so that's the only thing I've been crocheting. I want to do a raglan cardigan. I want to do revise a dishcloth pattern that I have here on YouTube. I'll link that tutorial. I already have one. And it's the pattern that I used for the dishcloths because she gave, well, she didn't give, but, you know, I got some cotton yarn from her. I needed cotton yarn to make dishcloths and things because I needed more dishcloths, and probably going to give some to my sister-in-law. And so I used that pattern, but I want to redo that tutorial. I mean, it's not a bad tutorial. It's just that I've improved since then, right? We improve as time goes on. We learn things. Okay, that's enough blabbering from moi. Oh, I have happy mail. I have happy mail. Let's include that. Look, isn't that beautiful sticker? This is from Christina's Crocheting. I just went to my mailbox yesterday. Hadn't been there for a while, so I usually check it. Knife here. I usually check every couple of weeks, but I hadn't checked for, I don't know, 3 weeks. So I hope there wasn't like a parcel or anything, because they just put a card in your mailbox and you gotta go to the desk. So I hope there wasn't a card for a parcel. Anybody send me a parcel recently? I hope not. I hope not. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Look. Beautiful flower. All right, Christina's Crocheting. I'll link her below. Oh, she wrote me a note. Oh, she typed it? Oh. I don't know if I can read that to you guys. Thankfulness is the quickest path to joy. Jefferson, I don't know how to pronounce that. Bethke? She always puts a quote in the cards. Christine sends me, and other YouTubers, cards. You know, just random cards. Summer 2024, dear Darla, just a note to say hello. Christine is crocheting. So, ooh, can you see that? It's blowing out right now. Not sure, but that's a beautiful card. Thank you, Christine. So pretty, so pretty. Oh, she doesn't normally send something like this in her cards, but she's, so I'm going to read this to myself later. Okay. Thank you, Christine, and thank you everyone for watching. And I'll see you all again as soon as I can. Who knows when it'll be. I know I should have a schedule, and I used to put up more videos. But for about a year now, I've been watching world events, a lot of world events, and yeah. And so I'll see you all as soon as I can. All right. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.